Hello, my name is Kim Fraser, and I am an energy and consciousness coach. Consciousness is really about all of the things that we subconsciously are thinking about, since our subconscious mind is 17 times more powerful than our conscious mind. And the record or the tape or the audio that continues to play in the back of our mind as we're doing life. And I've been studying an amazing tools with access consciousness for several years now, and the benefits are huge. Have you ever felt frustrated or angry or used one of these distractor implants to prevent you from being as potent and powerful as you really are? Anger, rage, fury, hate, blame, shame, regret, guilt, addictive, compulsive, obsessive, perverted, love, sex, jealousy, peace, life, death, living, reality, fear, doubt, business, and relationship. I don't know about you, but I've done a few of those. And often we can be on automatic pilot with those things, reacting instead of learning response. And there's this crazy statement from Access Consciousness that actually helps to clear our subconscious belief systems. And it goes like this. You can actually look it up on YouTube, Gary Douglas. And it is right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyond. So in short, what that means is all the things that you deem as right or wrong is really just your point of view. Your reality creates your point of view. So good and bad is everything that you, from your point of view, deem as good or bad. All nine is the 9 energetic spheres, shorts, boys, and beyond, is about getting us past those limiting beliefs. And he explains it way better. So YouTube that and check it out. So the energetic distractors that we use are all of the everything that I just read. And often our thoughts, feelings, and emotions that continually come up on a daily basis don't even belong to us. I mean, we're 90% of our mom's DNA because we shared a body with her. We were inside of her and the umbilical cord was connected to us. So all the beliefs and the thoughts and the emotions were transplanted, so to speak, within us. And in that process, we already were born with a certain set of beliefs. And then as we grew up, as we, learn in this life, then we learn new things for ourselves, and we experience hardship and heartache and sadness and all the thoughts, feeling, emotions that we go through on our own without anyone influencing us before we're born. And what that creates is it creates our own belief systems and our own what can feel like a roadblock. So in the consciousness, 100% in stepping into consciousness, we are 100% responsible for all of the things that what we think and why we think it. And our job is really to get clear on how we want to feel. As we know, feeling is the secret. And so as we step into feeling and things come up that don't belong to us, it's literally a matter of taking the story. So if you were to get quiet and still and you're to think of a subject that you're being challenged with right now, and you take that subject, we have a story around it. And so we get to take that subject and put it on the shelf. And then you get to get quiet, get still, and go inside of your body. First asking yourself, where am I feeling this? Is it in your heart? What chakra center, what part of your body are you feeling that in? And then take small you, shrink yourself down, put yourself right in the midst of that emotion and feel the feeling. Because that's why we're gifted with feelings. We're gifted with feelings so that we can feel it and process through it to let it go, or that feeling continues to come up until you clear it. And so sometimes it's really just a matter of asking yourself a simple question like, what else is possible? And as you step into more possibilities, what begins to open up is space. And from space, you have that awareness, which is kind of the same thing, the awareness and the space. From that, then you get to create more of what you want. So if you say, well, I'll give myself as an example. Well, I am stuck in a reaction loop. And so you can literally download a loop onto your phone and you can do some access consciousness clearing statements like, what energy, space, consciousness, and choice, which is our superpower, choice, can me and my body be to be fully in the present moment and responding versus reacting? And anything that doesn't allow that, right, wrong, good, bad, puck, pod, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. I know it makes no sense to the conscious mind. And here's the thing. I'm continuing to find that it's worked. So I don't question it. So you can question it. What I do know is anything not working is about what we are unwilling to see. So asking yourself the question, what am I unwilling to see, perceive, and receive? And anything that doesn't allow that, puck pod. So being able to clear those old programs is a matter of taking, say one clearing. The Access Consciousness clearing statement is, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. And so that has become a mantra for me. And if you were to say that 30 times a day or put that on a phone loop and listen to that 30 times a day, it will literally change your entire world. Because you think, how often are we really in more ease, more joy, and more glory? Often we're looking at a problem and how we need to solve it. And what we continue to learn is that it is not our job to figure out the how. It is our job to figure out the what and to clear the blocks, which, going back to the original distractor implants, clear the blocks that are preventing us from achieving or getting what we want in this life. Okay, so you have a thymus gland, and from the age of 20, I believe, it actually stops running. And so doing this 3 times a day, thymus gland run, thymus gland run, thymus gland run. What that's doing is it's activating your thymus gland, which is an immune system booster, and it's just helping to stimulate it. Thymus gland stops functioning at puberty. Stimulus gland for high performance releases fear, increases presence in your body. And so sometimes we can, have a hard day, and we can remind ourselves, thymus gland run, our body is here as our friend. Our body is here to work for us, not against us. We just have to know the right tools, just like we do stretching, just like we drink water, just like we exercise. Those things are helping our body to be in agreement with us. And so in agreement with wellness, in agreements with more ease, with more joy, and with more glory. I don't know about you, but I know that I could use a lot more ease, joy, and glory continually, because once you get to the next space, then you're ready for more ease, joy, and glory. And so what would life look like if you had all this ease and life was just about having more fun and creating more joy and finding a way to do it? And when you are that energy, when you are the energy of ease, and you are the energy of joy, and you are the energy of glory, then what ends up happening is you tend to see more of it in your space all around you. So there's also a great tool that I have learned on heavy and light. So if you lean into, what is this bringing up for me? Whatever the subject is, does this feel heavy or does this feel light? So when it comes to making choices, sometimes we get, at the junctions in the road and we don't know if we were going to go this way or if we're going to go that way. And I think, how does that way feel? That way feels really heavy. And that way feels really light. So the great thing is, we always can get the opportunity. I shouldn't use always. Most often we have an opportunity to choose again. And every 10 seconds we can make every 10 seconds we can make a new choice. And as we make new choices, new things open up. And so perhaps what we have is the perception of what we thought we wanted in our world, and we go, okay, well, I chose that. Well, now I want to choose something different. We literally, the universe supports us. God supports us. And our path is what I believe. that everything comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. All things come to me with ease, joy, and glory, and everything is working out for me. And so if it is to be, it will be, it's in the highest for me. Having mantras like this that remind you to get on your own team is about beginning how you speak to yourself. So what energy do I choose to be is the first question that you can ask yourself. What energy am I choosing in this situation? Well, I'm choosing anger. Well, if I wasn't angry, what would I choose? Well, I would choose love, but I'm angry. Okay. So being able to get underneath that and get into your body, feel the feeling, because what you're putting as the anger or the rage or the fury, we'll just talk about those on this, and we can dive deeper individually with your situation or, with the classes that I do, because this is such an exciting place to be able to really let yourself free to live a life of more ease, joy, and glory. So underneath the anger, there is trying to be controlled. So people that have anger, which I've had anger, when we have anger, it's really a fear-based mechanism to try to be in control. And so we can ask ourselves, who does this belong to? Does this belong to me? How am I, and we really have to get honest with ourselves in that moment to say, does this belong to me? And if the answer is, no, actually it doesn't, then you just return to sender with consciousness, right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, all nine shorts, boys and beyond. So returning to sender is about releasing that belief system back to from where it came. And, in that process of doing that, what it does is it creates more awareness and space in your world. So returning to sender, and that is just a really, really powerful way to live. How does it get any better than this? This is a question to ask yourself when things are challenging or things are great or however things are, asking yourself the question, how does it get any better than this? Now that's not with an exclamation point, that's with a question mark. And so then you're always expanding. So we're either in contraction mode in our life or we're in expansion. And when we're in expansion, it's about learning to ask the questions of how can I be more? How can I expand out versus pull in? So more expansion is about how does it get any better than this? Often, we can get really frustrated. I know that I have, in trying to communicate sometimes with people that are on different pages, that are in different awareness levels. And one of the things that I have learned is we have what's called a humanoid, which is self-growth, junkie, so to speak, loving self-growth and wanting to expand and wanting to learn. And then we have humans that just think it's going to be a certain way and nothing's going to change it, and it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. And so they're a human. And so often as a humanoid, which I would consider myself a humanoid, as a humanoid, we try to get humans to understand our language. And the easiest thing I can explain it with is like trying to speak to an alcoholic and that's drunk, and you're trying to get your point across and they're just not getting what you're saying and you're frustrated trying to figure it out. So in that process, learning the tools to be able to take care of you so you can create your own self-expansion. And in the process of really learning different thoughts, different words, different emotions that you can use to get out of the places that you feel proverbially stuck, as we know energy is always moving, is learning to ask questions. And the questions will create the space to create more awareness, to create more possibilities. So if you'd like to dive deeper into this with me, please do not hesitate to reach out. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me at Living and Loving Inside Out with Kim Fraser. And I am so honored to be part of Coach Talk Cafe. I love you guys. Many blessings. What else is possible? Bye.